Hi! How's everybody doing? Everyone alright? Good, that's what I like to hear. This is Comic Book Stew 2.0, Episode 3. This is Box 1, Part 3. This one's going to be a little bit smaller than the last two because the next one after this is going to be a special one. I've decided that when I get to a series where I have a large run on it, rather than splitting the run up into sections, I'm going to just show you the whole thing. And just to, if anybody's interested in know what the series is, it's going to be the first, the first Starman series from DC Comics from 19. Oh, you're asking me now. 1991, 92. I think it's come out. But anyway, on to this episode of Comic Book Stew, and as you can see in front of you, we have a copy of Marvel Tales number 163. And Marvel Tales was Marvel Comics' Spider-Man reprint comic. It reprinted every single issue of Amazing Spider-Man. And in some cases, these are just as sought after as the original Amazing Spider-Man comics, because not a lot of these actually got printed from what I could tell. And the ones that did get printed usually just got read and chucked away because they just got seen as throwing away issues like comics and that. So if you've got any Marvel Tales, I'd keep hold of them and try and keep them in decent condition because they might be worth something in a few years' time. And next up, Marvel Zombies 5 number 1. This was the one that had Machine Man and Howard the Duck going across the Marvel multiverse and slaughtering zombies left, right, and centre. This, I would have to say, would be the series of Marvel Zombies that made me go, really? Really, though? Do we have to have a Marvel Zombies 5? The first Marvel Zombies was really good. The second Marvel Zombies was okay. But it's like anything where you get lots of sequels, like horror films where you get lots of sequels, they slowly start losing their sheen, shall we say. And yeah, it started getting a bit tedious after the second one, actually. I think personally, there we got issue 2 of that, and these are just the normal covers for the Marvel Zombies 5. And from Icon, which is an imprint of Marvel, again we got Mark Millar's Nemesis issue 1, a very gory and very violent comic, but not as violent as Kick-Ass 2, or from what I'm led to believe is going to be coming up, Kick-Ass 3. That's supposed to be extremely violent from what I've seen. Number 48 of Ms. Marvel, second series. And this is part of the Dark Reign. Here we have another Marvel comic, Mutant X number 2. This is the series where Havoc got sent into a parallel Marvel universe, and I think this went on for about 32 issues. I think I've got a complete set of this now, and somewhere in the future you'll more than likely see that. Nick Fury, Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. number 28 with Wolverine. We have Peter Parker, Spectacular Spider-Man number 112 with the Santa Claus with a Glock cover, and Spectacular Spider-Man, Peter Parker Spectacular Spider-Man number 200 with the whole, see if this will work like this, shiny. Oh, this was a brilliant series. I absolutely love this series from DC Comics. Power Girl. number 9. Brilliant series, and some great covers by Amanda Connor on that. And Power Girl number 10. We have here next Prelude to Deadpool Corpse number 3. And number 4. The Garth Ennis and Goran Parlov Punisher Max number 55. And I've got a complete set of that somewhere around here. Sticking with the Punisher 2099 number 1. Another one with a shiny cover, even if it is just on the outside. This was part of DC. This next set of comics was part of DC Comics' reintroduction of the Red Circle heroes. And the Red Circle heroes were a group of superheroes, I believe. They were brought out by Archie Comics. Not quite sure what year that was they brought them out, but it was a group of superheroes. DC Comics tried to bring them out before in the early 90s, I think about 92, 93, with their Impact imprint that they brought out. And for I think it was those ones were more aimed at the younger audience. You can see it with the artwork and the actual writing of the comics. They were aimed at a younger audience to get them interested in superhero comics and that. And for the most part, they were okay. I remember reading the Jaguar series, and that was pretty good. The Black Hood one as well was a really good series that come out from the DC Impact comics, but it didn't last very long. And so in 2009, DC Comics brought out the Hangman, Inferno, and the Web. And the Web ended up getting his own series, which lasted around about 12, 13 issues, I think it was. And then you had, what was it, the Shield as well, that didn't last for that much longer either. Next, we have a very pivotal issue of Swamp Thing, and it's issue 37. The very first appearance of John Constantine, Hellblazer. Brilliant series. Honestly, if you have never read Alan Moore's Swamp Thing comics, pick them up in trade if you can, or if you've got a bit of money behind you, get the single issues. Well worth picking up. And this one is a special edition of Saga of the Swamp Thing. Special edition number 21. Alan Moore actually started writing on Saga of the Swamp Thing with issue 20, but that was more to wrap up the previous story. He actually started his own story with issue 21 of Swamp Thing, Saga of Swamp Thing, which is why this one is reprinted here in the DC Comics After Watchmen What's Next, which is what they brought out after, I think they brought it out after the Watchmen movie come out. And they just showcased some more mature comics, like I think there was Transmetropolitan number 1 that they reprinted. Was it Green Lantern Rebirth number 1? I think they reprinted, and there was a fair few in this little series of comics that they highlighted. Brilliant series from DC Comics and Gail Simone. Secret 6 number 19, number 20, and one of my favourite Marvel characters, or at least Marvel female characters, is She-Hulk. Oh, She-Hulk. And this is the She-Hulk Sensational one shot. And this next one was number 1 of a really good series, but I just don't think a lot of people got it, as in got the actual story idea of it. It was a telling of the origins of S.H.I.E.L.D. and going right back to Leonardo da Vinci. And this is the black and white variant of S.H.I.E.L.D. number 1. Really nice. And the whole of the comic is black and white. The whole of the comic is penciled like this. And we have a bit of a letdown series, but Siege number 4. Got Silver Surfer number 75. Another shiny cover. You gotta have shiny cover. If you've got any comics from the 90s, you've got to have a shiny cover. And it's just, I've got lots of them in here. Spider-Man number 50. I don't know if you can see it on there. This is a holographic cover with Kraven the Hunter in Spider-Man's eyes. There you go. Pretty cool. That issue is not in the best of conditions, but it's not totally obliterated. And this, from what I remember, is supposed to, this next comic was supposed to have been an ongoing series, but they only done 7 issues of it, I think. Yeah, 7 issues of it. And it's the Brian Michael Bendis and Alex Maleev Spider-Woman. That's issue 5. Issue 6. And a fantastic cover there, issue 7, final issue of that. Right, that was a quick one. That's all I'm going to show you on this video, because the next one is going to be a Starman special. Okay, and that's going to just to clarify, that's not the James Robinson Starman from 94, 95. This is the first Starman series from the early 90s, around about 91, 92. So yeah, there you go. So if you've got any comments on the comics you've seen here, as always, feel free to put them in the comment section down below. If you like the video, thumbs up. If this is the first time you've seen any of my videos, please feel free to subscribe. It'd be great to see new subscribers. Getting very close to my 400 subscribers. That'd be fantastic if I get to that before end of the year. And if you, as I was saying, if you like the video, thumbs it up. Brilliant. As I say at the end of all my videos, if you didn't like it, then feel free to thumbs it down. I don't care. But if you do thumbs it down, say why you thumbs it down. Just say why you thumbs the video down if you do feel so inclined to do so. So yeah, there you go. That is the end of Comic Book Stew 2.0 box 1.3. And I will see you very soon with more Comic Book Stew. Enjoy the comics that you read, and ta-ta for now.